After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, break. Go.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. It was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. Out to his left. Now the ball comes loose. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there at 22. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Touchdown, Falcons! Sterling Shepard, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Now 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, it's Kamara again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They run it again with Kamara. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. He'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Atlanta drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He'll drop to throw. This is Smith with a grab. That goes for a gain of 31.
At this point on the field, a lot of play callers have a little trepidation. They're just thinking about running off tackle, quarterback sneaks, anything to try and create a little bit of room. But those aggressive play callers, they think to themselves, this is the right place to take a shot. And they do, and boy, are they successful.
Short throw caught by Pitts. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. The Falcons at 5-7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will stop right around the 25.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 34 yards the gain that time, another first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass is caught by London. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Ready.
Now back to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
On the jump.
They'll run with Robinson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain on the play. And now what we have here, a third and goal. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Kamara up the middle. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he is all the way up past the 25. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Let's go now.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back now here on EA Sports. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Koo now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First down, Memphis.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Chris Olave, 44 yards. And the Tigers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Groupie for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Tigers 14.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
On the move to his left. Looking and firing. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Ready, break.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Well, they work this out past the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready? Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. This is Smith with the ground. And some room to run now. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw again. This to Pitts, and he's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
He completes it to Olave. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. Chris Olave with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Tigers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Now back to throw.
This pass is caught by London. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Falcons, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, from Memphis, they're squarely in play for next year.